What's up, guys? How we doing today? Hope y'all are doing awesome. Hey, we're back with another Why We Carry Wednesday. Stay tuned for that. Alright, Why We Carry. If you haven't seen one of these before, we kind of just cover some stories of some self-defense stories that using firearms, and I try to throw one in of a what not to do as well, and I've got one of those as well that I want to talk about. What not to do. Don't be dumb, get training type of story. Like, you give us firearm owners a bad name. But anyway, first story today is driver in Louisville road rage case shot after ramming van with children inside. Louisville, Kentucky. A road rage incident in Louisville escalated to gunfire after a driver aggressively pursued and rammed a van carrying a man and his 3 children. The shocking encounter, captured on dash cam, led to criminal charges, not for the man who fired his gun, but for the aggressive driver responsible for the dangerous chase. Louisville Metro Police responded to the scene near Carlisle Avenue and Taylor Boulevard around 9:30 a.m. on February 26. According to court documents, 41-year-old Graham Bain of Louisville is now facing 4 counts of wanton endangerment. I don't know what wanton endangerment means, but investigators say Bain pulled in front of a van near Beecher Street, which was carrying a man and 3 children. The van's front and rear cameras recorded the entire ordeal. Bain reportedly began brake checking the van, forcing the driver to maneuver around him. Instead of backing off, Bain allegedly pursued the van, repeatedly trying to cut it off. The situation turned more dangerous when Bain used his vehicle to ram the van, eventually causing its tires to flatten and force it to stop on Carlisle Avenue. Once the van was immobilized, Bain allegedly rammed it again with such force that it nearly overturned. At that point, the van's driver, fearing for his safety and the safety of his children, fired a single shot, striking Bain in the stomach. Thanks to the dash cam footage, authorities were able to piece together what happened and determine that Bain was the aggressor. He remains hospitalized, but is scheduled for arraignment on February 28. Don't be stupid, people. Don't be stupid. Safety tip. Always maintain situational awareness while driving, and avoid engaging with aggressive drivers. If you find yourself being targeted in a road rage incident, try to safely exit the situation rather than escalate it. Having a dash cam can also be invaluable in providing evidence of an altercation if an altercation occurs. Sometimes you just let the guy go, let him, back off, let him do his whatever, and then go back about your business. It's no big deal. I mean, it's a big deal, obviously, but if you retaliate, sometimes it can lead to this. And I'm no better. I can be an aggressive driver sometimes, but I don't usually try to escalate it. If somebody wants to be stupid, go be stupid somewhere else, just not around me, and then be somebody else's problem. But seriously, I mean, get you some dash cams, just in case something does happen, front and rear, and always carry a gun. I mean, anyway, on to the next article. Okay, Brentwood resident shoots attacker multiple times to save a stabbing victim. Okay, Brentwood, Tennessee. Authorities in Brentwood are investigating a violent incident in which a stabbing led to a shooting on Wednesday afternoon. The Brentwood Police Department responded to 911 call around 1:17 p.m. on Lost Hollow Drive, reporting that a man was actively stabbing a woman. Before officers arrived, a concerned neighbor attempted to physically stop the assault, but was unsuccessful. Seeing the woman was in imminent danger, the neighbor, who was armed with a handgun, fired multiple shots at the suspect. Several witnesses were present as the dramatic scene unfolded. Emergency responders arrived shortly after and transported both the victims and the suspect to Vanderbilt Medical Center. Officials have confirmed that the woman is expected to recover, while the suspect required emergency surgery due to life-threatening injuries. At this time, no charges have been filed, but authorities are continuing to investigate. This case raises discussion about self-defense laws and the role of armed citizens in protecting others. Tennessee law allows the use of deadly force in situations where a person reasonably believes it is necessary to prevent serious bodily harm or death. In many self-defense cases, the legal process involves determining whether the use of force was justified under state law. This incident serves as stark reminder of the importance of being prepared for emergencies. While many self-defense encounters happen quickly, having situational awareness and a plan can be life-saving. I talk about situational awareness all the time. Got to be aware of your situation. Or safety tip: if you choose to carry a firearm for self-defense, ensure you understand your state's self-defense laws and practice regularly at the range to maintain proficiency. Get training. Always get training. Train regularly, and be focused and be ready and be aware of your situation, because you never know when somebody's going to pop out with something and you've got to protect yourself and or somebody else. Anyway, the next one is a what not to do and why we get training. This is why we train, and this is why we make sure we're being safe. We're following all the rules. We're putting guns in holsters and not just in your waistband. And so an Indiana man negligently shoots himself in the groin with an unholstered high point while adjusting his waistband carry. Need I even read on? I mean, seriously. I'll give you some details, but seriously. Marion, Indiana. Officers with the Marion Police Department responded to Marion Hospital after a man arrived at an emergency room with a self-inflicted gunshot wound caused by negligent handling of a firearm carried without a holster. According to the media release from the Marion Police Department, 46-year-old Mark Anthony Jones told officers he was walking near the Girl Scout cabin when his high-point 9mm pistol, which he was carrying unsecured in his waistband, began to slip. As Jones reached down to adjust the firearm, the gun discharged. The bullet struck Jones just above the genitals and exited through his scrotum. Just the thought of that. Ouch. Just thinking about it. The police confirmed that Jones did not have a valid Indiana handgun license at the time of the incident. The case has been forwarded to the Grant County Prosecutor's Office for review, where charges related to unlawful possession could follow. Concealed carry tip. This incident underscores why responsible gun ownership prioritizes safety carry methods, including the use of a proper holster. Holsters not only secure the firearm in place, but they also cover the trigger guard to help prevent negligent discharges. Carrying a firearm directly in a waistband without a holster dramatically increases the risk of a negligent discharge, especially when adjusting or repositioning the gun. Additionally, if you plan to carry concealed, you must follow your state's laws. In states that require a permit, carrying without one can lead to consequences. In states with constitutional carry, a permit may not be required, but safe carry practices like use of proper holster is still essential for your safety and the safety of others around you. That's an FAFO story right there. I mean, people like this give gun owners a bad name. And what is a 46-year-old doing at a Girl Scout cabin? That's the other thing that I'm trying to think of. It said a 46-year-old Mark Anthony Jones was walking near the Girl Scout cabin. What is he, a Girl Scout leader, or is he just one of those guys, or what? That kind of leads you to think, what was he doing there? I mean, the article doesn't say. Maybe he was a parent, maybe he was a leader, maybe he was, I don't know. But a 46-year-old hanging out by a Girl Scout camp with a gun without a holster. You're giving us a bad name, guys. Don't do that. Don't be dumb. Don't give us a bad name. Get a holster. I mean, what are they? $50, if that. Some maybe a little more, depending, but still, $50 for a holster, or shoot yourself in your. Yeah, I think I'll spend the $50, $60, whatever it is for a holster. Anyway, that's the video for today. Don't be dumb. Be stupid. Carry a gun, but get a holster. Be safe. But carry your gun. But know your laws. If you're in a state that, you've got to have a permit, you better make sure you have a permit. But carry a gun, I mean, it's obviously in the first two stories, what could have happened if a gun wasn't there? If the guy with the van, he would have just kept ramming and who knows what could have happened. There was kids in that car. If you don't have a gun, those kids could have been dead. You could have been dead or hurt or whatever. And the stabbing incident, if you didn't have a gun, who knows how long that guy would have kept stabbing. And you know, but anyway, carry a gun, but be safe. Don't make us look bad. Don't be stupid. Links below. Do the things. Do whatever, you know, subscribe if you feel like it. Appreciate y'all. Love you. See you in the next one.